guys, it's me, Utterly Chloe, aka Mariah, and I'm back with a new YouTube video. And in today's YouTube video, we have a new Miraculous episode, and we're gonna talk about it. I feel like so much happened in this episode. I don't even know where to begin to talk about anything. So forgive me if I'm a bit all over the place because there's just so much to talk about and I might just forget and then randomly remember something. But anyways, I think the first thing we'll talk about is Ivan, because he's kind of the main character in this episode, sort of. Never in my life did I think we would get an Ivan-centered episode like this. After looking at his civilian form, I think his design kind of eats, but I'm not going to say too much because I am going to be making a ranking Miraculous civilian outfits video. Maybe I'll post it next week. I'm not 100% sure, but his backstory shocked me. I wasn't expecting that from Ivan. It was actually kind of emotional. I felt sad when he gave his dad the letter and his dad was just being a hater. Honestly, he kind of gave me Gabriel vibes with the control aspect. So I don't know, maybe this will be a way for Ivan and Adrian to bond, but I never thought in my life that I would feel for Ivan and be sad and care about Ivan, because he's just such a background character, such a random background character. I feel like they don't focus on him that. I will say I do hate how random the backstory is. There wasn't really much lead up or build up to it, but I mean, I guess I can understand because his dad's a criminal, so of course he's not going to talk to people about it, so maybe that can be the excuse as to why it's so just random. But then again, Miraculous is known for just coming up with random stuff last minute, so maybe it's just another case of that, aka the Zoe effect. That's what I'm going to call it when something random happens, because Zoe just such a last minute rushed character. They did not take time on that girl. Anyways, so we also got, is it Minotorox? Is that how you say his name? We got his transformation. I liked it. I thought it was actually pretty cool. I love how much of his animal was represented in his transformation with the stomping and all that. I'm also happy that with this season, it seems because we have so many new heroes, that they are introducing the heroes that we got in Penel team again, because I feel the episode where we got Ivan and Sabrina, Roosterbold, and all of those people, it was so rushed. It wasn't in the past how whenever there's a new holder, they get kind of an episode to introduce them. In that episode, they just crammed 5 of them in, and I hated that. So I'm kind of glad that now we're getting some more screen time of them. I don't know, I'm just so torn on if I like this permanent Miraculous, everybody gets to just keep it permanently decision. I don't know, what do you guys think? Do you like the decision of all of them just keeping them Miraculous at all times? I'm torn. I kind of like it because we get more screen time of the heroes and we get to see them more, but I also don't like it because we don't really get much Lady Noir anymore, and I feel there's just too many heroes. It's too many characters for me to keep up with, and it's hard to care about all of them because they don't get proper development and screen time because there's just so many. But anyways, I was pleasantly surprised and happy with how they took Ivan's character. The only thing is this is an issue I have with Miraculous. It's anytime anything interesting happens, they just wrap it up in an episode, or they just never talk about it again. The whole drama with his dad and his crisis with his dad not loving him properly and all that was the only time I've ever been interested in Ivan, and it's got wrapped up and fixed in one episode. Whereas with the Sabrina arc, Daddy Cop episode, it was kind of a build-up. Throughout the whole seasons, we saw Chloe treating her bad, and there was that one episode where she switched up on Chloe and was friends with Marinette, and then in season, I think it was 5, she betrayed Lila and Chloe. It was a whole build-up to this episode, whereas Ivan, it was just out of nowhere, it felt to me anyways. Speaking of his dad, why was he forgiven so easily? This man is apparently a known criminal, has committed lots of crimes, and he just gets let off scot-free. Honestly, I don't remember if was he in jail and he got out, or did he never get caught? I honestly don't remember. But if he did just get out of jail and he served his time, then I guess I get it, because he technically didn't commit any crimes. That's another thing. It's crazy how people, when they get akumatized, they basically terrorize the city and they get let off scot-free. It's just kind of funny to me. I mean, I get that they're not really in complete control when they're akumatized, but at the same time, it seems it's very easy to break free of an akuma. Every other person has done it at this point. It used to be special when it was just Chloe and just Alia doing it, because they're very strong characters, but then it's anybody can do it now. So yeah, I did think that was funny how his dad just was able to just switch up and just be let off scot-free like that. But like I said, if he just got out of jail and he technically didn't do anything yet, then I guess I get it. I honestly just don't remember 100%, so that's kind of my bad. To wrap up talking about Ivan, I guess the last thing I'm gonna say is, do I want to see more of Ivan? Am I excited to see where his character gets taken from here? The answer is not really, because I just know they're not going to do anything else with him. I feel like this is the last time he's going to be important. But anyways, moving on, let's quickly talk about Luka. We got to see Luka again, and he looks so good. This is the first time we got to actually see him. Apparently, he's still not home. He's off doing training or whatever. And it was so sad to see Kitty Section performing without him. But let's talk about his glow up. He looks so good. Face card never declines. Also, Luka, my goodness, I aspire to be this calm, poised, and composed, because if I saw my ex, who did me dirty with her new man that she was emotionally cheating on me with during our relationship, I would crash out. I would not be able to be civil like he is. Like, that's wild. Honestly, Luka, stand up. Not really too much to say about Luka. Basically, the whole time he was just kind of having connection issues, and he was trying to encourage Juleka to sing her little song. So I guess now let's talk about Juleka. We're gonna talk about Juleka / Jula Rose and what happened with them this episode. So Juleka, this whole episode is, apparently she wrote a song and she wants to perform it, or she doesn't have the courage, because, you know, Juleka's whole character is that she's shy. Relatable. Although if she doesn't want attention, why does she have that weird green lipstick? Like, everybody's gonna stare at you with that, love, I fear. Anyways, she finally gets the courage to perform her song when Rose gives her a kiss. It seems like it was on the lips. So I'm taking this as them finally confirming that they're a couple in the show. Why they're just now having a kiss on the, I think it's on the lips anyways. I could be wrong, maybe it wasn't, but why they're just now finally getting a kiss, I don't understand, because they already had Miss Bustier and her wife kiss on the lips on screen. So clearly they're fine with putting, you know, LGBTQ stuff in the show. Like, Maitland's got a whole pride pin, we got Zoe. So why they won't just outright say they're girlfriends, I don't understand. Maybe it's because I don't understand. I was gonna try to say maybe because in other countries they can, at least like with the Zoe thing, like it kind of doesn't outright say it, so that it's just like alluding to it. But then Maitland's pride pin, like, that's obvious, I feel like, no. And then also, like I said, the kiss between Miss Bustier and her wife, like, what? I mean, I guess they could just quickly edit it out, so maybe that's why, I don't know. But anyways, I don't know why they won't just say they're girlfriends. Maybe they will, I don't know. But anyways, this episode I think was in French, and it was just so funny because they're like talking in French, then all of a sudden Juleka is singing in English. I guess maybe they were just too lazy to have the other voice actresses sing in the other languages. I don't know. But I'm happy it was in English, because honestly, I don't like watching the episodes in other languages because I hate reading, because it's hard for me to read and watch at the same time and understand what's happening, because I'm just kind of slow with that. So I'm happy we got to hear the song in English. I will, unpopular opinion, I can feel everybody coming for me, I did not think her voice was that great. It's not that it was bad, it just was giving cursive singing to me. Cause you're a legacy, legacy, legacy. Cause you're a legacy. Okay, I'm being a little dramatic. Like, it wasn't bad. Like, her voice is good. It was giving a little cursive to me, and I just thought it was kind of funny. But anyway, the song itself, I don't honestly understand what she was talking about, especially because wasn't this whole concert supposed to be a dedication to Miss Bustier? What does this song have to do with Miss Bustier? How is this a dedication to her? And then also, she's basically saying, I am my father's daughter. Like, no, really? You mean to tell me your father, you're his daughter? What? Hello? I mean, I guess thanks Juleka for the basic biology lesson. I'm just messing around, guys. I'm just messing. Like, I understand what she's saying. But anyways, I thought the song was cute. I thought it was cutesy that they finally had Juleka be a part of the band and, you know, be like the leader. That was nice. I liked it. And also, I thought the animation, like the way Juleka was singing and all the effects and everything, and how the fight was silent and you just heard Juleka singing, like, okay, cinematic. Like, honestly, that was my favorite fight scene, I feel like, just because, like, it felt so emotional. With we finally get Juleka, you know, being confident in herself again to sing, and she's singing this song, and then they're fighting, and like Ivan's having this whole inner battle with him and his dad. And it's like, I liked it. I thought it was great. Like, I don't know, so far season 6 is like really good. It's like Thomas just not in the writer's room this season, because anyways, I loved seeing Juleka sing. Like I said, she has a good voice. It's just a little cursive-y, and I just thought that was funny. But anyways, I thought we were gonna hear Luka sing. Wasn't there rumors that Luka was gonna sing this season? Where is that? I want to hear Luka, because I know his voice actor can sing. Have y'all heard the song with Christina V, who is the voice actress of Ladybug, and then Luka's voice actor singing that song together? Like, those two can sing. I really hope we get to see Marinette or Luka sing, because they have really good voices, especially if they do make a Miraculous 2 movie. Please let Christina V sing for Ladybug, not that random person. Yes, she has a beautiful, amazing voice, but she just doesn't sound like Ladybug at all. Anyways, moving on from Juleka Rose, let's move on to what I really want to talk about. And I think you all know what I'm talking about. Like, this is a very serious, like, amazing, like, I can't believe they even did this, like, issue. We got to see Ladybug in a cowboy hat. She looked so cutesy. I loved it. Anyways, moving on from Ladybug in the cowboy hat, let's talk about Adrienne. Bro, Marinette, when I catch you, Marinette, I'm gonna punch you in the face. Like, I'm getting so, like, irritated with you. I'm exaggerating, but no, for real. Like, I don't understand how anybody is still defending Marinette at this point. Like, this girl clearly, like, is in the wrong. Hashtag Team Alia so hard. I've always liked Adrienne, but this season is just making me love him. Like, I just feel so unbelievably bad for this boy. First of all, his mom dies. Then his dad dies. Then he's stuck with this obnoxious woman as his girlfriend who is lying to him about something he deserves to know. He objectively has the right to know. And in this episode, Marinette had a perfect opportunity to tell Adrienne what happened to his dad. Like, before, I can understand, like, she was very, you know, going through it. Like, a lot was going on. I understand. She made a bad judgment deciding not to tell Adrienne, and obviously Ladybug was the one who saw everything, so of course Marinette isn't going to say anything, but this was a perfect way for Marinette to tell him and let him know. And at first I was like, oh, well, maybe she doesn't want to give him the letter because Gabriel's encouraging Adrienne to basically become a supervillain, and she's like, well, I don't want Adrienne to become a supervillain. But I think she and us, the viewers, all know Adrienne's not like that. He's not going to be evil, and but that's not the reason why. She just still is just not wanting to tell him what happened with his dad for some reason. And I can't remember the episode orders, and also the timeline is very inconsistent. Like, Thomas said that he wanted this season to be like, you can watch it out of order, which I hate. I can't stand that, especially because with Miraculous, the plot is important now, so everything should be in an order. I can't stand this whole out of order nonsense. But anyways, if the conversation between Ladybug and Rena Rouge happened before this episode, I'm even more mad at Marinette. Like, Alia gave it to her straight. She told Marinette, she held Marinette accountable and told her Adrienne deserves to know. So if that conversation happened before this, I'm even more mad. But if it didn't, I'm still mad. I already know that the Marinette Glazers are going to defend this girl, even if she unalives a baby. Like, I just don't understand. Like, I understand we all have favorite characters. My personal favorite is Chloe, Alia, Lila, and if they do something wrong, I hold them accountable. I'm like, yeah, she shouldn't have done that. That was messed up, and she should do blah, 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 blah. But with Marinette, anytime she does anything wrong, everybody just excuses her, and they're like, well, she did it because of blah, blah, blah. Like, what? It is so hard to be in this fandom if you're a normal person who holds people accountable and you have good morals. And I already know everybody's like, well, you just hate Marinette. I don't. I like Marinette. I love Ladybug. She's one of my favorite characters. It's just that sometimes she does things that annoy me and that I know are wrong. And this applies to every single character in the show. They're all always doing stupid things. But anyways, yeah, I was mad once again at Marinette for not telling Adrienne, especially because he basically said that he kind of like wants to know why his dad switched up, and I feel like him knowing why would just help him in his journey of healing and understanding the emotional abuse that his father put him through. But let me give Marinette some grace. I understand she's only like 14, 15, 16, around there. I'm not sure how old they are in the season, but she's still a young girl. She's still, you know, maturing. She's going through development, and she's also got so much pressure on her. So I understand that she has a lot going on. But when it comes to this situation, if you're going to be in a relationship, you have to have some level of maturity. And I can understand she has this whole big decision weighing over her head and she's on her own and making it. But the thing is, she's not. Like, even Bunnix told her basically she was being dumb for not telling him. Alia told her she should tell him. So what more does she need to wake up and realize that, hey, maybe Adrien deserves to know what his own father did? I don't know. Like, I feel bad for Marinette to an extent, but at the same time, I do think with this, Adrien, I feel bad for him more. He has a right to know. And I think the last thing we're going to talk about with this episode is Natalie. Natalie, girl. I knew she switched up out of nowhere and it was way too fast. I knew that mullet girl was suspicious. Speaking of feeling bad for Adrien, a whole other thing to feel bad for him for, his only like legal guardian is suspicious as heck. Now, let's all come together and say our theories on what Natalie is doing. Someone said they think that she's talking to the Supreme of this universe, you know, the Supreme from the Shady Bug and Claw Noir special. But I don't really know who she's talking to. I've just seen that theory, so I thought I'd just throw it out there. What do I think she's doing with these people? I don't know. Seems like they want to create a perfect world, but you know, one of those people is her father. So what do I think Natalie's intentions? Is she going to betray Ladybug / Marinette? To me, it seems like she's playing both sides, because if she really was working with her dad, you know, the evil people, then I feel like she could have easily given them Ladybug's Miraculous, because she's a grown adult woman who is trained in fighting, so she could easily overpower Marinette and take her earrings. So either she's just playing both sides because, you know, her father is on the evil side, and so, you know, she doesn't want to betray her father, but at the same time she wants to do what's right and she doesn't want to betray Ladybug. Or maybe she is just evil and the only reason she hasn't betrayed Ladybug yet is because she's waiting till she can get Ladybug and Cat Noir's Miraculous. I don't know. You guys need to tell me what you think, because this is really interesting to me. Also, I'm so happy we got to see Natalie in her old look. It looks so much better. But yeah, let me know what you think is going on with Natalie, because that's honestly what I'm most interested in with this whole episode. But I think that's really all there is to talk about. I don't know, maybe I'm forgetting something, but let me know what you guys thought of this episode in the comments. I feel like this is one of the craziest ones that we've gotten so far. I'm gonna rate this episode a 10 out of 10. It was really good. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next YouTube video. Mwah. Bye. I love you. This was a long review. That's how you know it was a good episode, because there's actually stuff to talk about. Anyways.
Is it my fault I'm better than all of you? Ridiculous. Who are you again?